Hello everyone, this is Christian Kaywood, your YESS Camp Director. Today I'm going to teach you how to use our new software to register a camper. The first thing you want to do is go to arc-sedgwickcounty.org. You'll go under the Programs tab and click YESS. On the main YESS page, right under the logo, you will see our registration link. Go ahead and click that. And now you're officially at the Camp in Touch portal. So the first information we want you to give is your information, the parent or guardian who is registering the child. So I will say that I can use a different last name because I'm already in the system a few times. christiansmith@email.com. And I am the legal guardian or parent of a child. I'm going to create my password here. It can be whatever you want. This is how you'll access your parent portal. Now we're into the main application. So once we're here, we're going to select the season, 2020. And the next part is the camper information. So first, we want to know how you heard about us. Was it through some of our marketing material? Was it our social media? Or maybe it was a family friend, another ARC family, a teacher referral, YESS staff referral. Tell us how you learned about the YESS program. And then you're going to put in the camper's information. So we're going to say that John is my son, male, 2010. And we want you to tell us the grade that your child is going into the next school year. So he will be in the 5th grade. Next, we ask that you put in their school and their social security number. Put in the t-shirt. And then also what ratio your child will need. So when we're talking about ratio, if you're new and this is not a concept you're familiar with, we have 5 different staffing options for your camper. So if they would be fine in a group with 4 other students to that 1 staff member, you would want to click on 1 on 5. And then we just keep going up in how much supervision your child is really going to need for this summer. It can change. So if you want to start at a 1 on 5 and maybe we decide a little while in that your camper could benefit from a little more attention, or the other direction, maybe they don't need as much staffing as we originally thought. That's something we can always go in and change on our end, and your billing will change accordingly. We're going to say this camper is a 1-to-5 ratio. And then we're going to move forward in the next part of the application. So we are applying for YESS Camp, so it's going to show the 10 weeks that we offer. You can see here it's got the dates of each week, the theme of each week, and then how much it's going to cost for your 1 on 5 camper. So this includes the base fee and the staffing fee. So you won't see it broken down, but we can provide you that breakdown if you are applying for family support dollars, HCBS, and other things where you would need to see it broken down by staffing and base fee. We're going to go ahead and click the weeks we want. So we're going to say that John wants to come all summer. There we go. We're also going to say because John is 10 years old, he is eligible for the YESS Day Camp. There's only 25 spots available, so if you're interested in doing week 10 and your child is 12 or under, make sure you sign up right away because it does tend to fill very quickly. So the next information we're putting in is our household information. So we want to say that we live on 123 Cherry Lane. We are in Wichita, Kansas, 67212. The reason we say summer phone number is because if there is a certain number that you would like us to call first, if we need to get a hold of you, perhaps mom or dad, one of them has a job where they would not be able to answer the phone if we were to call, make sure you give us the number that we're going to be able to reach you or whoever that needs to be if we need to do that. This is your personal information, your marital status, and again, your cell phone. So we're just going to say it's that 316 number we made up. Occupation, we'll say, I'm a teacher today. If you want to add your Facebook, we are going to create a Facebook parents group, so you could do that. And you also have the opportunity to add in a second parent or guardian. For the sake of the video's time, we're not going to, but you can add more parents and guardians if you would like. We also ask that you provide 2 emergency contacts. These are people we should call in case of an emergency. And we'll say Jane Doe is the aunt. The emergency contacts can be you as well, but if there's someone else we should get a hold of, let us know. Oh, I did something wrong. Oh, relationship. It's the relationship that I have to the camper, so I am the mother in this case, but you'll see there's all kinds of different options. We do have a special option for our foster parents, group home managers, and so on. Now this is a place where you could upload a photo of your camper. We really encourage you to do this. I won't today because this is a fake child I'm registering, but this is just a good chance for our campers, especially if you're new, for our staff to know what face they're looking for on that first day of camp, and really just kind of get to know your child and make it a more welcoming environment when they come. It'll also help us with our sign-in every morning. Our sign-in shows us our campers' faces on our iPads, so we'll be able to know who that camper is just by looking at them in case it's a staff from a different group that's signing them in that morning. Now we're into some more information about our camper and the camper family. So we're going to say that this camper has Down syndrome. You have the option to opt into our text service, which means we'll be able to send you text messages with important information. We're not going to blow up your phone, but we will use it in case a bus is running late, something has happened. If we want to clarify that, you heard on the news that there was an accident, we could clarify that that was not one of our buses and that your campers are safe. So simple things like that. So we are going to opt in here. We're going to put in our household income level. This is really important for some of the grants and scholarship money that we receive from the United Way and other organizations. So please make sure you put in accurate information. It helps us track who we're serving and helps us get that scholarship money each year. We want to know who the teacher is that your camper has had through the last school year, or maybe even going into the next school year. Again, this is for our tracking purposes. We have to show some of the improvement that our campers have. So we're going to say that Miss Beard, it was our camper's teacher. And then this is really a fun part where you can kind of share what you're hoping to get out of this experience for your camper. So the first one is 3 to 4 elements of education. So we're going to say counting to 100, classroom routines, and simple subtraction. These are a few things that I want my camper to be working on in the summer, if at all possible. Some social aspects, we're going to say saying please and thank you. We want them to learn how to handle transitions maybe a little bit more. And we'll go ahead and move on. The next part is what frustrates your child. Please let us know. This is always so helpful for us to get to know your camper ahead of time and know maybe what things to avoid when we're with your camper. So we're going to put the loud noises and others getting too close. And then let us know, what should we do if your child becomes angry? So let's say we would like you to help the child find a quiet space and encourage them to count to 20. So whatever works for your child, let us know that. We are also asking, does your child have any violent tendencies? And that is always spelled that wrong. That is always something that we'd just like to know ahead of time so that we can make sure we're prepared. And some favorite hobbies and activities. What can we talk about to make your child feel welcome and get to know them better? So let's say basketball, hockey, and bugs. This year we're introducing our club time at YESS Camp. So this is in the morning during our education portion. Students are going to choose what clubs they want to be in. It'll rotate every 2 weeks, and this is just an opportunity for kids to learn specific things that they're interested in. We're very, very excited to be offering this. So we're going to say John wants to do the fitness club, arts and craft club, and the music and dance club. Oh, and John will actually be here all 8 weeks, so we need to choose one more. So we'll go ahead and do meditation and yoga as well. Let us know if the child is allergic to anything and if they have seizures. So if we say yes, you'll see that a few more questions pop up. Please describe, what does that seizure usually look like? Is there anything else we should know in that realm? We're going to say no, just so we can move on. And then we just want to know, is there anything else that you want us to know about your child? So we're going to say John is a wonderful kid who loves talking about bugs. And of course you could go on, but for time's sake, I will move forward. Can your child swim? Again, if you say no, we're going to ask a few more questions. Can they wade? Should they wear a life jacket? We're going to say yes, they can. Are you requesting a scholarship? Yes. Tell us what kind of scholarship would be best for you. So if you know you're getting family support dollars to cover the staffing cost, or you've got HCBS units or anything like that, let us know what's going to be most helpful for your family. Parent place of employment. Again, these next few questions are for our report purposes with United Way. So we'll say 259, Sedgwick County. Go ahead and put in our ethnicity and race. And then let us know if you're on the free or reduced lunches program. This is the billing information, so just make sure that you verify that this is all correct. This is where you want those invoices to go. You can edit it if there's anything that needs to change. It's going to show you all the weeks that John signed up for at that 1-to-5 ratio rate. If you are going to get a scholarship, it's something that our team will do on the back end of the software, and we'll apply it. So you will get a new bill that shows you these changes, but for now, this is what you would owe if you did not have any scholarship or funding. And then you're going to choose how you want to pay for that. So you can pay in full, by card, or by cash. You can also do the weekly payments. This is our most popular option. This year, you can do it by card, and it will give you the opportunity to add a credit card or debit card, and you can choose whether it automatically drafts or if it's just in there for you to decide when you're paying. We're going to click cash so that we don't have to add a card at the moment. These are our terms and conditions when it comes to payments and what your responsibility would be. So once you've read through that, you're going to say yes and sign your name as the parent or guardian. And that's it. You have submitted your application. It's now over in the team's inbox. We'll be reviewing that application, and someone will give you a call if there's any other information we need. The next part that you want to do, you are not completely done with enrollment, is you want to go over to your account menu. There's a few forms that we'll need you to sign or upload in order to complete that enrollment. Once you get these forms in, we will officially enroll that camper, and you'll get an email detailing what classroom they're in, what group they're in, what your balance is, and other important information. So we're going to go over here on our Forms dashboard and click Forms and Documents. And this is where the rest of those forms are. So there's the ARC releases, there's the release of information, policies and procedures, and then there's a few things that we might need you to upload. So for example, please upload your updated physical for that camper. It needs to be within the last 2 years. If we have it on file, we'll be checking that as you register, so we will upload it if we've got it. The education payment agreement is something that we'll have you do with us. There is a small education fee for each week through 259, so we'll fill that up and upload that for you as well. Another thing up here is our YESS financial worksheet. So you can click on that. This is going to download. As you can see, it's not required to be returned to us, but this does break down, like I was talking earlier, the finances. So this is something you could fill out or have our team fill out for you, or with you rather, in order to give that to the CDDO if you're asking for family support dollars and other things. So this breaks down what the cost of camp is, how that staffing cost works out, and then totals it at the bottom. So again, this is really just for your benefit to see the breakdown and be able to provide that if you're getting a funding source from somewhere outside of the ARC. That is really all we've got today. Again, like I said, you'll get an email or a phone call from our team as we get closer to camp. There's some fun things you can do on here. You can refer a camper if you've got someone else that you want to have information. This is a good way to get that sent over to them. This is an outside source for camper clothing labels, so if you wanted to purchase that, it has nothing to do with the ARC. It'll just take you to a different website, but it is a fun option that's on here. If you needed to add another camper, maybe you have other siblings, you could go do the camper application. Once you use your same login information, it will recognize that you are a parent adding another camper, and it'll add them to the household. And then this is just some things on your account for you to handle as far as updating any information, changing your password, all of that. So with that said, thank you so much for tuning in. We hope this has been helpful and that now you are ready to register your camper for YESS.